Welcome to Your Americas. How to cure diabetes naturally. Did you know these 10 facts about diabetes? About 1/3 of all people with diabetes do not know they have the disease. Type 2 diabetes often does not have any symptoms. Only about 5% of all people with diabetes have type 1 diabetes. If you are at risk, type 2 diabetes can be prevented with moderate weight loss, 10, 15 pounds, and 30 minutes of moderate physical activity, such as brisk walking, each day. A meal plan for a person with diabetes isn't very different than that which is recommended for people without diabetes. Diabetes is the leading cause of blindness in working-age adults. People with diabetes are twice as likely to develop heart disease than someone without diabetes. Good control of diabetes significantly reduces the risk of developing complications and prevents complications from getting worse. Bariatric surgery can reduce the symptoms of diabetes in obese people. Diabetes costs $174 billion annually, including $116 billion in direct medical expenses. There is an emerging global epidemic of diabetes that can be traced back to rapid increases in overweight, obesity and physical inactivity. Total deaths from diabetes are projected to rise by more than 50% in the next 10 years. Most notably, they are projected to increase by over 80% in upper-middle income countries. Type 1 diabetes is characterized by a lack of insulin production, and type 2 diabetes results from the body's ineffective use of insulin. Type 2 diabetes is much more common than type 1 diabetes, and accounts for around 90% of all diabetes worldwide. Reports of type 2 diabetes in children, previously rare, have increased worldwide. In some countries, it accounts for almost half of newly diagnosed cases in children and adolescents. A third type of diabetes is gestational diabetes. This type is characterized by hyperglycemia, or raised blood sugar, which is first recognized during pregnancy. In 2005, 1.1 million people died from diabetes. The full impact is much larger, because although people may live for years with diabetes, their cause of death is often recorded as heart diseases or kidney failure. 80% of diabetes deaths are now occurring in low and middle income countries. Lack of awareness about diabetes, combined with insufficient access to health services, can lead to complications such as blindness, amputation, and kidney failure. Diabetes can be prevented. 30 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity on most days and a healthy diet can drastically reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Before we proceed further, let's look at what causes diabetes.
Your pancreas is an organ about the size and shape of an average banana. It sits behind your stomach. The opening of the pancreas attaches to the first part of your small intestine. Your pancreas performs several vital functions for your body, such as helping keep proper levels of sugar in your blood and assisting in the digestive process. When you eat something, the food travels down your esophagus to your stomach, where it's partially digested and then emptied into the small intestine. As the food you eat enters the small intestine, the pancreas releases several chemicals called enzymes. These enzymes help break the food down into sugars, proteins, and fats. The nutrients then move out of the small intestine and into your blood. The pancreas also makes certain chemicals called hormones that help control the level of sugar in your blood and cells. These hormones are known as insulin and glucagon. About the time you start eating, your pancreas gets ready to send insulin into your bloodstream. Insulin arrives at the cells at about the same time as the sugar from your food. It acts like a key to open your cells so sugar can enter. The sugar provides your body with the energy it needs to function properly. The pancreas also releases insulin when you aren't eating. This helps keep the amount of sugar in your blood at just the right level, which is important for a healthy body. If you haven't eaten for a long time and the amount of sugar in your blood starts getting low, the pancreas releases glucagon. This hormone has the opposite effect of insulin. It releases sugar that's been stored in your liver and muscles and increases the amount of sugar in your blood. The sugar is now readily available for your cells to use. About 10% of the pancreas makes insulin and glucagon. The other 90% produces chemicals that help you digest your food. As you can see, the pancreas does several important things to keep your body working properly.
If you would like to find out more about curing your diabetes naturally, click on the link below.